What's up, everybody? Damon here, and in today's gaming news, new rumors suggest the PlayStation 6 could be similar to the Nintendo Switch, 70% of Cyberpunk sales on Switch 2 are physical copies, and Elden Ring Nightreign's ultra-hard difficulty mode is real and coming soon. This is your Daily Fix. We're nearly 5 years into the current console lifecycle, for Microsoft and Sony that is, and so it is perhaps inevitable that credible rumors around what both companies have up their sleeves in terms of hardware are ramping up. This latest rumor, which deals with an alleged PlayStation 6 handheld console, includes some interesting details that could suggest the Nintendo Switch 2 has a competitor on its hands. Moore's Law is dead said in a recent video that this unannounced PlayStation 6 handheld will be dockable and backwards compatible with PS4 and PS5 games. The YouTube channel even has information on alleged specs for the device, which apparently include a 16CU RDNA 5 iGPU clocked at 1.2 GHz in handheld mode and 1.65 GHz in docked mode. According to Moore's Law is dead, the PS6 handheld will cost significantly less than the upcoming Xbox Ally X, age way better, and will be raw performance stronger. The ROG, Xbox Ally, and Ally X are out on October 16th, but Microsoft has yet to announce the price. There's also a brief mention of what is described as a PS6S, which sounds like it could be to the PS6 what the Xbox Series S is to the Series X. If this is true, you'd expect the less powerful console to be cheaper. Moore's Law is Dead's information is, it claims, based on up-to-date AMD documentation it has reviewed. Still, a huge number of questions remain, and let's remember Sony has yet to announce firm details on its future consoles. And what will this PS6 handheld cost? Moore's Law is Dead estimates $300 to $400 for the PS6S, $400 to $500 for the PS6 handheld, and $549 to $700 for the base PS6. If this comes to pass, the PS6 handheld would easily price match the Nintendo Switch 2. Moore's Law is Dead suggests a fall 2027 release window for all three devices. That would be 7 years since the launch of PS5, which is exactly how long there was between the PS5 and PS4. In June, Sony executives started talking about the next generation of consoles and answered in vague terms the question of whether one was already in development. In an investor-focused interview published on Sony's corporate website, Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO and President Hideaki Nishino was asked directly, "With cloud gaming more of a viable option than ever before, do we need a next-generation console? Is SIE developing one?" Quote, "While we cannot share further details at this stage, the future of the platform is top of mind. We are committed to exploring a new and enhanced way for players to engage with our content and our services." I don't know, Sony doesn't have a great track record of supporting multiple hardware devices at the same time. It seems to have forgotten about PSVR 2 immediately after releasing it, and even the beloved Vita was ignored by Sony. But if there is any truth to these rumors, we would probably start getting some official word next year. Moving on, CD Projekt has confirmed 70% of Cyberpunk 2077's Nintendo Switch 2 sales were physical. CD Projekt revealed the eye-catching stat in its latest financial results, confirming that not only did the action RPG benefit from positioning itself as one of Nintendo Switch 2's day one launch games, it also found success by making the game available as physical media. Michael Novakovsky, joint CEO, said, "We believe that thanks to its high quality and Switch 2 exclusive enhancements, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition is well positioned to benefit from the Switch 2's growing user base." As of June, the vast majority of sales, which is around 70%, came from physical copies sold, and that reflects the strength of our offering. Novakovsky believes this is, in part, because, quote, "the entire game, along with its expansion, is fully contained on a 64GB cartridge, providing a plug-and-play experience which players find particularly attractive." It comes as fans continue to debate the practice of publishers providing game key cards in Switch 2 boxed games instead of a physical cartridge. It's proven to be a divisive practice among some users, not least because, while it does allow collectors to have a game's box on their shelf, they're essentially useless unless your console is connected to the internet. The practice is so controversial that Nintendo has launched a survey designed to poll the Switch 2 user base on its thoughts surrounding digital and physical games, with questions designed to probe the reasons you might consider one option over another. Nintendo is also interested in finding out if your attitude to digital downloads has shifted over time. Novakovsky added, "Our developers truly made the most of the console's features, offering new exclusive ways to play Cyberpunk 2077. We showcased them in a series of hands-on presentations, attracting praise from the player community and gaming media. And although we clearly see that sales of the new console are currently dominated by Nintendo's first-party titles, we were very pleased with Cyberpunk being among the best-selling third-party games." And finally today, Elden Ring Nightreign's previously rumored ultra-hard difficulty mode is real and official, and is coming on September 11th. The new mode is called Deep of Night, and is essentially a challenge mode of the base game. While previously, Nightreign's ongoing in-game content has been limited to more difficult bosses, Deep of Night will impact an entire run from start to finish. For one, enemies will just be stronger than normal across the board. You also won't get a heads up about which Night Lord you'll be fighting, nor will you know if you're getting a Shifting Earth event in advance, so you won't be able to prep a build for any specific type of run. However, to counterbalance this, players will be able to collect new types of weapons and relics with even more powerful effects, though they may also have some new drawbacks attached as well. As you play and win Deep of Night, you will descend to deeper depth levels, going at least as far as depth 5. Each new depth gets even more challenging, though losses will push you back up to easier levels. We gave Elden Ring Nightreign a 7 out of 10, saying when Elden Ring Nightreign is played exactly as it was designed to be played, it's one of the finest examples of a 3-player co-op game around, but that's harder to do than it should be, and playing solo is poorly balanced. The game recently got a much-requested Duos mode, and currently has 2 Everdark Sovereign bosses available for players wanting a challenge before Deep of Night. And that is your Daily Fix for Friday, August 29th. Now that you're caught up on the news, check out the latest trailer for Terminator 2D. Very excited for that one. I'm Damon Hatfield, and for all your video game news, stay tuned to IGN.